let us show you the ultimate collection of vintage historical computer systems, electronics, gaming consoles, and antiques, all in working condition and fully maintained by professional hands.
And we can have a perfectly enjoyable internet experience on this 1983 Apple IIe using just a couple of floppy disks and a very special Ethernet card. With the mouse enabled is kind of really convenient and really rather modern aside from being text-based, so no images. But we can go to any website here and we can connect to it. Now it's not going to do HTTPS, but luckily there are a lot of sites on the internet that do HTTP, including Google.com. So here's what Google looks like on an Apple II with Contiki, a surprisingly usable page.
From High Technology, the computer store, introducing Apple II, the easy-to-operate home computer.
I love old Apple. Older. Older. Ew. Perfection. Now on this board there's a couple interesting things. There's the 6502 microprocessor, same as in the Apple II. These are the PROMs, which are a little bit different than the original PROMs. These are larger PROMs with some extra stuff built in. And yeah, ignore this little bit of wire that I put here. That'll be important later. All right, we are in. All right, here we go. Hey, look at that. It's not dropping any characters at 600 baud. That's awesome.
In the early 1980s, most computers were unruly and complicated beasts. If you wanted to use a program, you had to know the proper command line functions in order to get a program started. And once you had the program open, the only practical way to interact with it was with the keyboard. This was the case across the board for computer manufacturers, but then came a new way of doing things from Apple with the Apple Lisa. The original Macintosh came with 128K of RAM and is known as the Macintosh Model M0001. When looking to acquire one, be aware that the machine is also known as the 128K or Macintosh 128. This can either refer to the launch model version of the machine or the later version of the Macintosh, the 128. This later one is relabeled as the 128 on the back of the machine where the original is not. I got my original Macintosh for $50. I got it from an ad on Craigslist from a guy who had bought the machine around May of 1984, just a few months after it was released. It didn't come with a mouse or keyboard, so I had to get those separately on eBay. In total, it came to $90 for a complete machine. If you're looking for mice, there are a few to choose from, with those from the Lisa 2 and Mac Plus working just fine with it as well. The model number is M0100 and can vary between beige and platinum gray colors. This screen was the real killer feature that made the Macintosh attractive, as computers like the IBM XT were still using low-res CGA, so any graphic and design applications were really fruitless endeavors. But the screen really is tiny, so it's not very well suited for serious graphical work. And there's no real sound either, other than some simple bleeps and bongs.